And kia ora whanau, welcome to Maori Radio on 98.7, no it's not, it's 98.3, 98.783, fuck's sakes. And kia ora whanau, welcome to Maori Radio on 98.3, no that's not it, oh yeah. Kia ora whanau and welcome to Maori Radio on 98.783 784 FM on the dial, where we bring you the truth and the facts, most of the time anyway. Hey, kia ora whanau, how's it going? What are you up to, B? How you fellas out? You all good? Straight up? Oh, sweet as. You know, we all good. Just in here doing some stuff, doing some peer-reviewed research. But anyway, hey, some serious shit we got to talk about today, right? Some serious shit we got to talk about. And first thing I want to do is I just want to make reference to, let's talk about adverse reactions, right? Let's talk about the adverse reactions to the vaccine. I am not an anti-vaxxer. I am pro-choice. My own daughter, who's 16, decided for herself to get vaccinated. Kei te pai. Her body, her choice. Up until she was 15, I said, nah. Her mum, hey, get this girl. Nah, no way, beat. But she turned 16 and she heard all the stuff I was saying. Yeah, buddy, your choice. Yeah, buddy, your choice. Well, she made the decision herself, funny, to get vaccinated. And in fact, she has had her second jab. And at the moment, she's doing absolutely fine. She is immunocompromised. She has neurofibromatosis, scoliosis as well. But she's doing fine at the moment. And that's kei te pai. But I want you to look at now, when we talk about people who have an adverse reaction to things, now our government and our mainstream media, oh, it's rare. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. It's just rare. Hey, News Hub, New Zealand Herald, One News, do your fucking job, right? Just because you believe that it's rare, does that make them not important? You want to go and talk to people who are vaccinated and see how the experience was. Oh, it was great. It was really fun. A bit sore, but it was great. You want to go and do that. How do you find it? Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. It was really great experience. And rubby with the Prime Minister and kissy and hold hands. And thank you very much for the vaccination. And it was awesome. Thank you. All that shit. You want to go and interview people who... Well, what about those who are having adverse reactions to it? You don't want to talk to them because it's not newsworthy, eh? Who cares? Who cares about those that are having serious adverse reactions? What are you afraid of? Mainstream media? What are you afraid of? Jacinda Ardern? Go and talk to them. You want to go and talk to, go down to Christchurch where how many people were shot dead? But you don't want to go and talk to your own people. Your own people. You don't want to go and talk to them. Because they don't matter, right? Who cares? Go and talk to them. Listen to this. Quite distressing listening to this, but people need to hear it. People need to see it. One of the pihopo whānau. Oh.
Yeah, try. Just try. Is it your eyes, your...
Read the post too, Fanny.
Just go back to work, Mama. Huh? I just want to go back to work. Well, you can't. Not if this is happening.
That's the last thing you should be worrying about.
We need to get through this and manage the pain properly.
News Hub. One
that
News.
Tiny little niggle you feel you
Mainstream
need to come
media.
to me then, honey.
You're all
Okay,
human
this
beings.
one just was another
Look at
boom.
it. Look at here, you asses. Go and talk to her and talk to the family.
Breathe. Breathe through it. Breathe through it. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit.
They might fuck this shit.
Yeah, hold it. Hold it.
It's terrible and heart-wrenching and heartbreaking. Go and talk to the mainstream media. Do your fucking job. And this is who here, funny. But it's too insignificant for mainstream media. He's not part of the 5 million. Hey, I thought we were all part of the 5 million. Jacinda Ardern. What about her? Is she not part of the 5 million? Is it only 4,099,999? Too heartbreaking. Anyway, whānau. The other thing I wanted to look at as well, and I want you to really pay close attention to, is there was an interview done on Tucker Carlson where he interviewed Robert Kennedy Jr. Now, Robert Kennedy Jr. is an environmental lawyer, and he's been around this whole thing for many, many years. He's 67, I think it is. I think he's 67. So he's been around Congress and all that sort of stuff for quite a few years. The family's been amongst it 80 years, amongst the elite, and, you know, talking to all these people up there. And so he did an interview on Tucker Carlson that I think you'll find really interesting. I'm not going to obviously play it now. But a very, very well done interview. And it just blew my mind. 52 minutes long. So you only can watch it when the kids are asleep, or kick them down the road if you really need to watch it soon. Send them somewhere to the beach or whatever and listen to this interview, funny. After you finish the interview, there's also the book that he put out as well, and it's called The Real Anthony Fauci. This book is... look, I have a very short attention span, right? I have a very short attention span. I was amazed that I got through 52 minutes of that interview, but I'm even more amazed that I'm going to sit down and watch listen to a 26-hour audio book on the real Anthony Fauci. Excuse me, funny. Oh dear, I got COVID. But I want you to download this book, the audio book, if you want, if you don't like reading. And I tell you, man, this thing just blows shit out of the water. Now, we've heard before about Bill Gates and Big Pharma, and it's not a conspiracy theory, whānau. It's not a conspiracy theory. Put aside all your biases and all of what you think you know and what you believe and all that sort of bullshit. Put that aside. Put it aside. I implore you, please, listen to the interview. Watch the interview and listen to this book. Go to start from chapter 6. Everything else is just the preface and acknowledgements and all that sort of stuff. So go to chapter 6, start from there. And I'll tell you, you will be blown away by the material that he has researched and the people that he has spoken to and his whole take on the whole thing. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. And it sort of touches on Bill Gates's whole agenda to vaccinate the world globally, vaccinate everybody on earth. And if you don't think that's all bullshit, he talks about it here in the Global Vaccination Summit back in 2013. Go and watch that as well. And I even just play a very quick insert.
The first step is to give up the illusion that the primary purpose of modern medical research is to improve Americans' health most effectively and efficiently. In our opinion, the primary purpose of commercially funded clinical research is to maximize financial return on investment, not health. John Abramson, medical doctor, Harvard Medical School. I wrote this book to help Americans and citizens across the globe understand the historical underpinnings of the bewildering cataclysm that began in 2020. In that single annus horribilis, liberal democracy effectively collapsed worldwide. The very governmental health regulators, social media eminences, and media companies that idealistic populations relied upon as champions of freedom, health, democracy, civil rights, and evidence-based public policy seemed to collectively pivot in a lockstep assault against free speech and personal freedoms. Suddenly, those trusted institutions seemed to be acting in concert to generate fear, promote obedience, discourage critical thinking, and herd 7 billion people to march to a single tune, culminating in mass public health experiments with a novel, shoddily tested, and improperly licensed technology so risky that manufacturers refused to produce it unless every government on Earth shielded them from liability. Across Western nations, shell-shocked citizens experienced all the well-worn tactics of rising totalitarianism: mass propaganda and censorship, the orchestrated promotion of terror, the manipulation of science, the suppression.
And I'm just going to leave it there, whānau, but the orchestrated of terror. Over the last 72 hours, I've counted 36 articles on this new Omicron variant. But yeah, it's really interesting book to listen to, so I implore you to go and watch it. In my humble opinion, it definitely, for me anyway, is definitely a coup d'etat against democracy globally, because the narrative is the same in every country. Everything that's happening is the same in every country. The laws they're trying to pass, the things they're trying to do, and the way vaccines and medicine has changed over the last few years. It even goes into talking about, back in 1989, prior to 1989. And I myself, I don't even remember people having food allergies, peanut allergies, all that sort of stuff. Do you? Do you even remember when you were a kid, if you had a food allergy? Go and listen to this book, whānau. Really interesting. You'll find it really interesting. Anyway, whānau, that's me for the day. I try not to keep it too long, but I thought this was really important enough that we need to speak to it a little bit longer. And that's me, whānau. Have a good day. Have a good evening. And we will see you in the next video. Kia ora, whānau. Love you heaps. Mwah. That's the end of this shit. Oh, there we go. Yeah. And stop recording. Bye.